We are recording, so whenever you're good.
Thank you. All right. Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Obviously, Rose just introduced me. I'm doing the announcements for tonight. I'm a bit nervous, but thanks for jumping on. First off, who did the shift shop? I did. Who thought it was insane? Also, if you haven't purchased the agility markers, do that because they're still on sale. So try to jump on that right away. And also they that starts July 19th. So try to order them because, like I said, they're on sale, and try to promote that because that workout is insane. And I really think we could probably get a lot of people on board with that. Also, if you haven't ordered a team shirt for Summit, last call for Team Arise, Awesome, NOLA shirts. Try to know Rose is on that. Try to get your money to Rose, as soon as you can. And they're awesome. They're really cute and sparkly. Also, Summit dinner money is due on July 1st, so try to get that as well to Rose. And the Summit Ghost Tour. Try to get your ticket to that as well, because that should be a really fun thing for you guys to do. And I think that might be about it. So now for our guest speaker. I'm really excited because I kind of stalked you a little bit, Marian, and you seem like you're a kick-ass kind of girl. So your mom, which is amazing to me, who has only been coaching for exactly 3 years, and you're already a 2-time elite, 7-star diamond, and has her second year is ranked number 27 out of 400,000 coaches, which is insane to me. But you're incredible. So, and on top of that, she is a 6-figure earner and Success Club 10. So she's awesome. So Marian, take it away, girl. I'm so excited to hear more about your journey. So
you did a great job. Thanks, girl.
Thank you.
So, you guys, I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thanks so much for having me, and thanks for showing up. I usually like to start these calls by asking you guys to do me a favor, and that would be to engage in the chat. And I do look at your faces. I do check to see, like Renee right now, I still want to be you. It looks so comfy. But so, like, if we're going through things, actions, engage, I will stop and look at the chat, but just like bring your energy, and if I say something kind of funny, pretend to laugh, and that will make the whole experience so much better. So ask questions. Before I share my screen and dive into the meat, I will say I talk fast because I also try to respect the time for those of you who are on the East Coast. And I'd love to start actually by asking each of you to comment in the chat where you live and how long you've been a coach. Except for you, Lindsay, you're driving. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and dive into my story really briefly. I found Beachbody. I just had my 3-year anniversary, which is crazy because I don't remember really what my life was like before Beachbody. It's kind of weird. But, oh my gosh, a lot of New Jersey in the house. Oh, yay, North Dakota. My family's all in South Dakota. Like a day. Yay, way to show up, Danielle. Awesome. Thanks, guys. 1 week. Awesome. I love having new coaches here. Don't get scared with what I'm going to share with you guys then. If you're a brand new coach, just know it'll soak in. So I found Beachbody because I have a son, Cooper, and he was about a little over a year and a couple months old, and I looked in the mirror, and like many of us, after having a child, you feel like you're this like skinny fat. and people would see me dressed and be like, oh no, you look great. But I know when I looked in the mirror, I didn't have my confidence back. So I'm a licensed school psychologist, so I was working full time and taking him to daycare and moving. We just moved to Las Vegas, which hopefully no one's here from Las Vegas. That's not like the most beautiful place to live. It is very, I don't even know how to say it, but I was at the bottom. I was at a bottom point in my life. And I was talking to my brother, and he is a very busy tax attorney for Amazon and doesn't have any time whatsoever. And he is like, yeah, I guess you just lost 30 pounds. I'm like, you? What? How'd you do that? He's like, oh, I'm doing this P90X3 thing. And he just said he comes home from work, no matter how late it is, he does 30 minutes and then he can relax. And I thought, well, I can do that. So I didn't know how to buy it. I don't know if you guys ever had this problem. I'm like, where do I buy it? There's no stores. I guess I go to Amazon. So I bought P90X3, and then I signed up to become a coach on day 3. I loved Tony Horton. He's quirky as heck. I love his energy, his spirit. And I signed up to become a coach because I wanted to help other women, like in my situation, know about this as an opportunity. They didn't need to go to the gym. I had tried the gym. I took my son from daycare after he was in daycare all day long, and I went to the gym and I put him in on the gym daycare. I freaking lasted 10 minutes and I kept looking up at the screen, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I went there and I picked him up and we went home and I never went back. And yes, I paid for that freaking gym membership for 2 years and I had only gone that one time. So when people tell me that their gym membership is less expensive, I'm well, how often do you go? I didn't sign up to become a coach I didn't even know it was a business opportunity. I had no idea. And I will also tell you guys, I never had a coaching 101. I didn't have trainings. I learned everything from YouTube. And it was only because I was curious as to how I would form a challenge group. How was I going to get people to join me in doing this? And then I went down the rabbit holes and I thought, wow, look at all these like normal flipping people, women that are doing this. If they can do it, I can do it too. And that's the mentality that I want each of us to bring to the table. It's not, what does she have that I don't have? Or how is she different? Or she doesn't have kids, so she can do that. Or no, because for every one of those women that are a top coach that doesn't have kids, there's plenty of other ones that are making they have a lot of success that have like 4 kids. I see it all the time on the wall. So I went really deep into it right away. Like week 2 or 3, I thought, I'm doing this. And I went, and that's what I'm going to share with you tonight are my tips for creating a 6-figure income. Not that it's all about money, but I know that early on for me, I wanted to be home with my son. And that was motivating to me when I saw other coaches share the income side because it felt real. How many of you guys were raised with like, we don't talk about money because that's tacky? I sure was. But with coaching, we're in the nest. Like, I feel like it's safe and I think it's inspiring. So I kind of try to pay it forward by sharing my progression and what that looks like. And tonight I'm going to share a couple strategies and tips. So let's dive into this bad boy, shall we? Can you guys see that? Thumbs up. Okay, thanks, Rose. And before I dive in here, let me just check the little chatty poo. Oh, you're an EC teacher. Oh my gosh, yep. Okay. All right, you guys. So, and again, I think you have to have the outcome in mind to some degree, but you really don't waste too much time thinking about the outcome. Think about the actions. Because when you do those actions, the outcome naturally happens. Okay, and I know that's rocket science, and I should tell you that not much of what I say tonight, you're going to be like, oh, I've never heard that before. sorry, I'm probably going to repeat some things you've already heard, but maybe it's just in a different way that it sticks with you. That's my hope. So my income progression. I became a coach in 2014, almost exactly 3 years ago. Dove right in, had no clue what I was doing. I made this it was the end of October of 2016. And I probably need to make a new one. And this is, I'm going to kind of show you guys, I actually show snapshots of in my coach online office of my weekly income statement to show you how it's broken down. But you'll see, like, it's not Beachbody, like any legitimate multi-level marketing company is not like a get rich quick kind of deal. So I will say I worked my rear end off. Yeah, we'll get into that. All right. Here is the biggest thing though. I can't help it. This psych in me. Your mind has to arrive at the destination before your life does. So you guys, are you imagining your name being called on the national wake-up call as the newest 1-star, 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star diamond coach? Are you imagining yourself wearing the elite, I don't know if they do elite ribbons at Summit. Are you imagining yourself hosting the national wake-up call, or receiving in the mail the jacket for hitting 5-star, or being on the phone while they call you to tell you that you're an elite, your team is elite? Like, are you imagining those things? And when you imagine them, do they feel far off and fuzzy and black and white? Or are you imagining them close up in color, like with your whole being, thinking that's it, I got it. This is happening because I'm doing the things that lead me there. You have to get there first before you can ever get, if it's fuzzy and far away and black and white, then you got a lot more personal development to do, because there is nothing different. We all have the same compensation plan, the same product. There's coaches of every region, every size, every color. It doesn't matter. So choose to decide where you are going, what direction, and then share it. Sorry, I get really into this stuff. I'm sorry if I'm like, whoa. So here's my thing. I think that a lot of coaches have to get very honest with themselves. And I wrote here, while you binge watch Game of Thrones, I was over here working. Because it is my pet peeve when I hear from, let's say it's someone you're talking to about coaching. What's the most common, I love this, in the chat, what is the most common reason people give you for not being a coach? I just want to see how. Time, money. Well, if it's money, they can make money as a coach, right? Time is usually the main one. And then they will say they don't have the time. And first off, if I hear that from a single woman that is not in a relationship or has no kids, I just kind of laugh. I'm like, okay, you're not my tribe. If I hear that from someone and they really do have a full plate, but then who doesn't? I'm sorry. Who doesn't? I don't know anyone that's like, oh my God, I have so much free time. I just don't, walk the aisles of Trader Joe's and then maybe just, I don't know, like who, I don't know those people. They're not my tribe. Literally, if they tell me they have no time, but then I see them posting a question on Facebook about, hey, we just binge watched this series on Netflix. I need suggestions for a new one, because no, you have time. Time is simply energy. That is what Tony Robbins says. Time is energy. When we say yes to something, we are inherently saying no to something else. So literally for that first year and a half, guys, I said no to mindless TV. I said no to, like, honestly, like super long, drawn out conversations on the phone, which was fine for me because I don't talk on the phone. Just text me. I think if you really want it bad enough, you have to figure out where the fat in your life is, and it's not your family, It's not your kids. It's not your current job per se, but you can also take your lunch break and go work, which is what I did. So I would also say you have to get honest with yourself and look at where you're spending your time, because most of my coaches, when we break it down, they are spending 80% of their time on what makes them only 20% of the income. Guys, your time, like 50 to 60% of your time needs to be on crafting posts about coaching, about recruitment, talking to your challengers, grooming them through the vital process, seeking out, learning how to do Facebook ads for coaching. It has to be about coaching, not necessarily other things. And let me just check the chat, because you guys are being so cool and you're engaging in the chat. Mila Kunis in Bad Moms. Yeah. Oh my God, I love that movie. All right. So you have to cut the fat. And right now we all have it. I mean, even myself right now, when I go through plateaus, I understand that I have to look and see, what am I doing that I wasn't doing then? So number 2, we have to understand the comp plan. I had no clue about the comp plan early on. Does it confuse any of you guys? It's sometimes like, I don't know what this is, but okay. But literally, if you aren't Emerald, you have to get thee to Emerald quickly. All the new coaches on the call, Emerald is where you want to go, because that's the team cycle bonus. And I know it's confusing. When I first heard Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I sign up for? This is confusing, and this sounds like illegal. I don't know. And then you understand it, and it makes perfect sense. And go Emerald, and then Emerald again, and Emerald again, and Emerald again, and Emerald again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and help them go Emerald. Success Club, it's a non-negotiable, no matter what. It is the temperature, the barometer for your business. And again, recruitment is where it's at. Here's like I told you, here's a snapshot of a weekly paycheck. And I don't know if this is from last November or not. I don't know. But you'll see here, retail commission. This is for my first CBC in 1 week. My retail commission, and I feel awkward talking. I still feel awkward talking about this, you guys. So, is nothing. Like, my retail commission is really not super high. I don't care about subscription commission, you guys. That's the Shakeology HD. If you're trying to hold on to people that are on HD, saying, well, I don't want to lose the commission, then that is a clue that you don't have that long-term vision. Because you need to go to those people and you need to lead. Here's a tip. Lead with the business opportunity. The opportunity to join your team, your culture, to make an income if they want to. Oh, and by the way, they will save 25%. But never lead with the discount. You are not going to build a 6-figure income with a bunch of discount coaches. Like, literally. That's the PS. So lead with the business, the making money, that opportunity, and then when they say, if they do say, like, no, I don't think it's for me, then you go in, this is the psych in me. Well, you could at least you could sign up for the 25% discount. It's like a Costco membership. You can quit anytime, but at least you're saving the money. Do you want me to send you the link? Question mark. Done. The team bonus, this is what I'm talking about. This is what you want to, this is why you want to build those legs. Let me tell you something here. I don't have a strong leg. I so wish I would have signed up under someone that if I would have had a strong leg. I have never received a coach from above me. So both my legs started off at 0. So again, when people complain about, I'm not on a strong leg, I'm like, yeah. High five, I'm right here. Never let that be an excuse. Let that be something that drives you. And then this is a tip too, you guys. You need to sign up either your spouse, your partner, or in my case, my brother, which thank goodness he does so well that I just pay his taxes on the money his business center makes. I manage it as a second CBC. So, and he's a 2-star diamond. on my team. And he's very proud of that, by the way. He likes to say he's like very accomplished as a coach. I don't run anything through his account. You see here, retail commission 0, but this is the team bonus. And he is not at the top of my legs. So I wish I would have signed him up right away, because that number would have been a 4-digit number versus a 3 right now, if I would have signed him up to make me Emerald. So if you haven't done that, you gotta, if you say you want to build something, then you have the faith enough in yourself to do that. So that's this is and I have a third CBC, which is about $300-ish right now a week. So sometimes 5, but that's I don't know, does that help you guys or not? But I share that just to show you the layers where you build income. Don't just own first account. You have to think about building layers. Okay, so don't have your sights set on diamond. It has to be 2-star diamond, because that's when you get to open your second CBC. And for those new, like your second business center, you could run all of your retail through that business center, which just adds volume on top of volume. Okay. Just see here. I know. Yeah, it does get confusing. I get it. Okay, so this is, I don't know. I just believe in like going big. And on my team, the very first day of the month, we all share what our goals are for that month and the actions we're going to take that month to get there. That's just how we roll. But does that mean we always hit them? No. So here's an example, and I'm just going to be real with you guys again. This was what I shared for February on my team page of this year. Pretty high. My normal Success Club each month ranges from 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50. But that January, I had hit Success Club 36. So I'm like, you know, you never go backwards. You always set it up higher. So I put Success Club 50, and I'm just being real with you guys. I hit Success Club 6. It's the first time first time I missed 10, because I have never missed Success Club 10 since being a coach. And number 1, I lived. No one died. But number 2, I realized how important mindset was. Again, because in February, I got in my own way. I stopped doing the personal development that has brought, I think, a lot of the success for our team. And I started getting distracted with like other things and not allocating my time right. So I stopped doing the things that are simple and unsexy. And long story short, that's where I ended the month. But never let a plateau, if you lose your rank, never let that stop you. Never let a goal missed. I mean, my team knew I put 50 and then I went 6. So they saw that. But then I came back in March and I think I hit almost 40. You don't let little things in this business that, like, moments in time somehow change your whole perspective. That's not how businesses run. There's going to be that roller coaster, right? How many of you read the Darren Hardy, the entrepreneurial roller coaster? It's just how it is. So if you're in a lull right now, or you're feeling kind of stuck, I encourage you to plug back into some personal development, and not the business type, but like the mindset type, and get your shiz on right. Can I say that? Can I say shiz with you guys? I don't know. Just, you can get back nothing.
What is your favorite professional development? If I don't mean to cut you off, but what's your favorite?
I have a lot of favorites, but I can tell you, I read the Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect probably every 3 months.
Okay.
I kind of feel like you have to prescribe the book that's for where you are right now. So,
Okay.
Right now, a lot of my coaches are liking the book, Get Out of Your, no, Unfuck Yourself. I can't say that. I don't know.
We all have bad mouths, I
okay.
feel like, so.
I got in trouble hosting a call one time when I said the shiz, so I get all paranoid.
Oh, don't.
But I have.
I've never even heard of that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So here is something for everyone to know. You must expand your market, your brand. If you have a like page and you aren't doing any type of boosting or Facebook ads or creating like consistent good content, then no one's going to find your page. They have to type in your page purposely to go to it, because Facebook's algorithm is not just going to put you in the newsfeed for people. So you kind of have to expand your network. Free groups or 5-day challenges are a great way to do that. I highly recommend to my new coaches to put together just like a 5-day free group, like a water challenge, and then to tell people, if whoever invites 2 friends to join them in that group is added to a raffle. That is a warm market referral, and they almost always get at least 20 people that they didn't know joining the group, and that's how you develop you expand your circle. This over here is just a sample checklist of just adding value. You don't need it just on your Facebook page. Maybe you just, I don't know. I think so much, I just see a lot of Beachbody coaches making every post about them, and it's not about us. We may be in the picture, but people are narcissistic. They want to relate to you because it's about them. They want to feel better about themselves, or they want a quick tip, or they want to scan your page really quickly and see like, oh, I relate to her because she's real, or I could learn something from her, or she's funny. I don't know. Whatever your thing is, own it big time. And if you don't know what your thing is, then ask someone that knows you really well. Ask them what, maybe you're funnier than you think, or maybe you have a potty mouth, or whatever it is, like own it big time if you're comfortable with it. And this kind of goes into it. Trust is everything. If you act flawless, I won't trust you. Like, I love following people on social media, on Instagram, that are real, that aren't just like showing their imperfections, but they actually talk about how they're overcoming, or how they give hope. I follow this one gal, I forget her name right now on Instagram, but she is a plus size like yoga girl, and she is so heartfelt, so hilarious, and so just keeps it real. Like I type in her name to go look at her. I hate yoga. I seriously hate yoga. Sorry for yoga people. I can't even touch my toes, but I like her. And if she endorsed something or she had something, I would trust her. I would join. So people aren't buying Shift Shop or Shakeology. They're buying you. They're buying your group. They're buying your company, your friendship. So make sure that you are approachable and that you're choosing to be so in a purposeful way. Okay. Sorry, any Sex and the City fans here? I miss them. I love them. I heard a quote last year from actually a fellow elite friend of mine who tells her coaches, don't you dare not invite a challenger to the coaching opportunity, because what you're doing is you're holding their future in your mouth. You let them decide. So this is, and that hit me because do any of you guys do this? You look at your challengers and you're like, oh, she's too busy. She's a corporate lawyer. She wouldn't be interested. Or no, I mean, oh my gosh, she talks about how stressed she is all the time. This wouldn't be a good fit. Or she's too shy. Or she doesn't even check into the group. Why would I talk to her about that? You don't discriminate. It is about planting seeds and inviting all of your challengers to coaching. Because you don't know what they're missing in their life. Maybe they're missing community. Maybe they're missing, if they're an accomplished attorney, but they hate their job and they want to be home with their kids, maybe like they're like, you know what? This might be it. And they might be like the next rock star coach on your team. So get out of your own way and make the decision that you're going to make a whole spreadsheet of all of your challengers. It doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 10, 20 plus, and you're going to be planting seeds with them about coaching and then inviting them to coach, to learn more. Yeah, get relentless about building your tribe. If that's what you say you want to do, and if you're here on tonight's call, it's because there's a part of you that wants to build something. Otherwise, wouldn't you be watching, like, I don't even know what's on, The Bachelor? I don't know. I'm so not cool. All right. So, and I think this is so true. I just had to throw this in here because it does mean you do get uncomfortable. So often we pretend we've made a decision when what we've really done is signed up to try until it gets too uncomfortable. Jen Sincero, You Are a Badass. If you haven't read that, that's another good one. But gosh, I can't tell you how many of my Emerald coaches that said they're going diamond, they're doing it, and they get 1 or 2 coaches away, and then they hit the brakes. Or they're diamond, and then they stop there because going star diamond means a whole nother level of uncomfortable. If you make a decision that you want to build a business, like you want to build a tribe, and you want the 6-figure income, you want to be going elite, whatever it is, you got to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. And then pretty soon you'll find out, you ask yourself, what was I afraid of? This is fun. This is not uncomfortable at all. It's because your mind keeps you from making the risky decision and wants you safe. So I didn't tell you guys this. A big reason why my February was such a bummer and my March was so great is I went to Tony Robbins. I went to his conference in LA at the end of February. And he said, and he's amazing. I love anything Tony Robbins. I will say, just go to YouTube and search Tony Robbins videos and just listen to them while you're walking, while you're driving, and that'll change your life. Sorry, a little side note here, and it's free. But gosh, you guys, he said something that just like smacked me. And it said, right now, you are making exactly the amount of money you need, not what you want. People stop growing when they feel like they are making what they need. If you need to pay a mortgage, you're going to figure out how to make that money. If you need to pay for your son's tuition or put food on the table, you're going to figure out a way to make that money. So when we look at things like a 6-figure income or nice vacations, that's a want. So you got to frame it like, no, this is happening because I need to live my best life. I only get one life on this planet. I need to live it in the best way I know I can. You have to invest in your business. You have to invest. It doesn't, if you're a new coach, then just sometimes boost something for $2 or invest in an Instagram training. You have to invest in your business. Otherwise, it's not a business. When you're bigger and you're starting to make more income, I highly recommend hiring a virtual assistant Facebook ad training is great. I still don't know how to do Facebook ads very well because I'm so techie challenged, but I'm going to figure it out. You just have to invest back. Let me just see what you guys are saying. I think in the chat. Why won't it let me? Okay, it's not letting. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, I love Big Bang Theory too, Kim. Yeah, awesome, you guys. And you know what? It's okay to watch a Big Bang Theory. It's okay to watch Orange is the New Black, but work hard and then play hard. So make sure that you are doing the work first, and then that's your reward, right? So doesn't mean I'm not watching any TV. That's not the case. I watch Homeland on Amazon Prime. I watch one episode after I'm all done with like hitting my, okay, I work my rear end off. I'm tired. I'm going to relax now. And then you're going to enjoy it so much more. And I'm just talking like early on when you're trying to build a foundation for your business, you can relax a little bit once you kind of get that going and you have the ability to hire that virtual assistant and to do other things. But that's not going to happen until you do these other things. Okay. Here's the thing. I never believed what, I think it is Beachbody that says you need to post 3 to 5 times a day on social media. All right. I'm sorry. No. Who can come up with that much quality content? And now, thankfully, Facebook's algorithm has changed to reward quality content over quantity. So I recommend to all my coaches like 2 posts a day and to make them quality, which means you are editing your photos, you're thinking about what you're saying, you're taking the time to break it up in little paragraphs if they're longer. You're putting some time and passion into them if it's only 2. And then you can take one of those and put it on Instagram. You actually, Instagram's the same way right now, where, because it's owned by Facebook, where you can publish something and now they're trickling it out into the news feed to see. I don't know if you guys have noticed this on Instagram, but now it's not time. It's now, there could be a post from one of you that you published that showed up 5 days later in someone's newsfeed as a new post. And that's because it's a well-performing post. So, I'm getting technical here. I'm just saying, don't overthink quantity, focus on quality, and make sure that you're publishing consistently. So you want to know your categories and don't stray from them. Stray? Is that right? Stray. Oh my gosh, you guys. So hold on. I get some wine break here. My team drinks wine during our calls, so it's hard for me now to host a call without drinking wine. It's kind of a problem. You want to make sure that you're focusing consistently on your kind of 4 to 5 categories and that you're kind of digging into them. So, and reuse content. So yeah, if you go live on your page, turn that into a YouTube video, or take that same content and make a YouTube video to save and then share in your challenge groups, or to repeat share down the road. If you have an email newsletter, put that same YouTube video link in there. Like, you don't need to put new pieces together to build the same puzzle. Same pieces. And I chose this picture of this chick diving in the water because you just have to dive in. When I started off as a coach, I had fewer than 300 Facebook friends. I was one of those voyeuristic people on Facebook. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I'm like, well, if she can do it, so can I. And that's exactly it. You just have to dive in. And the minute you start feeling like you're overthinking it, like, get that out of your head and take action. Because nothing cures anxiety and feeling stuck than simple action. Just do one small thing. Write one little post, hit that publish button. And here's the thing, don't care about the outcome. Doesn't matter if you get one like and you feel like no one's looking at it. Then you maybe learn how to use Facebook ads. And number 9, we're almost done here, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm talking way too much here. You want to make sure that you're still accountable to someone. You can't go at this business completely alone. I was very alone early on, but the first coach that joined me was, we had a small little net group, and she actually signed up for the discount, and now she's a 2-star coach of my team, which is kind of funny. But we became more accountability partners, and we pushed each other, and we were honest with each other, and we bounced ideas off of one another. So if you're a new coach, like maybe partner up with a new coach, and be proactive. Don't wait for your upline to try to arrange these things. You're an adult, right? Reach out to someone that you think you might relate to and be like, hey, like, what are you doing for a free group? Here's my ideas. All right. Hey, what dates are you doing? Okay, let's do it at the same time and share ideas. Or you just have to be proactive in finding other people to partner with, okay? All right. And then here we go. This is the last one. And this is probably one of the most important ones. And I know you've heard this before, but ask yourself, are you really doing this? What if Beyonce had tried to be someone else? You have to put your blinders on. If you scroll the newsfeed and you're trying to check out what Anita Myron, Bonnie Engel, Raina Odell, what they're posting today, I want to slap you through this computer screen right now. Like, literally, stop it. Stop it. You can look at their stuff for 2 minutes, but then you better get off and have your own voice, your own identity, your own everything. Because if you don't own it and you try to be someone else, then if you try to be someone else, then you're gonna stay wallpaper. Like, it's just not. It's done. And I think I'm gonna stop a share right here. I think that's a huge problem I see with even like a lot of people that fall on a plateau. They're like, well, I want to see what Melly Mitro's doing, or whoever, name a coach. And you start scrolling news feed, and then how do you feel about yourself? Do you ever walk away from that feeling better about yourself? No. I know, because I've done it, and I'm like, oh, that was stupid. I am 38 years old. I know better than that. So I don't allow myself. If you are on Chrome, I highly recommend the Kill Your Newsfeed app thing, because that's how you get dialed into your time, your focus, your voice. Work out. Read your personal development. You're gonna write 2 posts within 15 minutes after those 2 things, and then go out the rest of the day and focus on recruiting and filling the hearts of your challengers. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Yeah, sorry, my wine.
No, you did awesome. Thank you so much. Does anyone else have questions? You did awesome. I'm so happy you opened up that chat thing.
Oh, yeah. I love the chat.
I feel like people get scared to like go out there and ask questions. So.
Oh, no. Rose knows. She hosted my team call. And she's like, oh, my gosh, you guys are chatty.
I love it.
Because we're drinking wine.
Wine's always great. I'm the worst to mention that about. I love wine. You mentioned the one thing about your the water challenge group with your raffle idea. How did you go about with your raffle? Like what?
Oh, so in my invite post, and you can probably go to my like page and scroll down and find my last water challenge group invite. And I just basically say, throw your name in for a raffle when you tag 2 friends to join this group.
Okay.
And I find that 2 works better than any other number.
Then okay.
So, and then when I have the group, they join the group, and then I have a post in the group that says, comment below and tag your 2 friends that are here, and we'll have the live raffle drawing on Friday. And then on Friday, I have the raffle drawing, and literally, you guys, it's like Shakeology packets, Energize packets, and
Okay.
sometimes like a $5 gift card. And then I do also a raffle for, if it's a 5-day group, which is what I like to do, a 5-day challenge, I will do a raffle for everyone that shows up and completes the assignment, whatever, first 4 days. And I will then, on Friday, if you show up each of those 4 days, your name's in the raffle. And it really increases participation because it's 4 days.
Yeah. I'm running a group soon, so that's why I'm like trying to get more ideas. So I think that will help a lot of people, because I feel like sometimes I just say the same shit, and I you know, like I just want to get like, you know, more interesting things out there.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
And another question I asked, I'm sorry. You mentioned Instagram a lot. I'm an Instagram. I love Instagram. When people like your posts, do you message them right off the bat? How do you know?
Okay, I would say number one, I am awful at Instagram. I really am. But I have worked with an Instagram strategist this last month because I see YouTube or not, I see Instagram as just being more. I was on Snapchat, but I find Instagram to be much more a better use of my time. So I went outside the coaching industry because I actually think that Beachbody coaches are not the best at Instagram. I wanted someone that works with bloggers and social media people, and so he just told, no, I don't private message people. I go to other Instagrams that I like, and I will go find those people that comment and go to their pages and comment on their.
Okay.
But I haven't. Well, I should say I'm going to start doing that.
Okay. I'm still learning how to do Instagrams too. So, yeah. And I'm sure other people are listening and they're like, it's a little confusing. So that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're amazing. You're amazing, by the way. Does anyone else have any questions?
No. Okay. Well, Rose, you guys can always message me if people have follow-up questions or on any of this stuff. But thank you so much for having me, you guys.
Thanks, Marion. We really appreciate it. And I know that was awesome content. So thank you so much.
All right, you guys. Well, good night over in New Jersey.
Have a great one. Thank you.
Bye.